Yeah, I loved this tour. It was my favorite tour, PC's World, 2015. It's 2015 because I started touring in 2014 and it ran over, well over the expected duration. Started off at the beginning of 2014 and the 27 dates got extended to around 100. And we did about 100,000 seats on this tour. What would I have done differently? May have released it in 2014 and then released another DVD in 2015 because this is kind of the combination of over 3 years of material here. Yeah, what I do is I go out to little comedy clubs to put the little bits together, and then what you do is you kind of weave all those bits together, give it a slight narrative. This was a 2-hour show, so I did like about 45 minutes in the first half, an hour and 10 in the second half. And I kind of like put it all together, and I had to have like a beginning, middle, and end in the first half, and the same in the second half with an encore. And I didn't have a support act, so it was all me up there. And then it was just putting it all together through the warm-up gigs, and then one-man shows to a smaller audience, and that's what kind of puts the stand-up show together. Pre-show rituals, it's all pretty legal. It's above board for camera, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about the rider and what she was wearing. No, performing live has made me a better comic. Performing on TV has made me adapt to a TV audience, and you gotta keep it calm for that situation. You know, you're not going to go on TV and do this kind of stuff you do live, because people understand what you're talking about in a live room. You can get away with a lot more because they're there in front of you and they know where you're coming from. Whereas on TV, you're switching over and all of a sudden you switch over and this guy's in the middle of a joke, it's taken well out of context. But when you're sat in someone's presence, you know where they mean and where they're coming from. So yeah, and read the reviews. You get good reviews. This show has got every review: 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, and 5 star. So so it's gone from 1 to 5. So it just goes to show that it doesn't mean anything.
No.
Unless if someone finds you funny, they find you funny. I mean, obviously we put the 5 stars up, but I would have wanted to put the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just to show people that it doesn't mean anything until you go and see that comic or you watch them live, and to find out if you like them or not. I'm sure some people say the Beatles are crap, but they're the biggest in the world. One Direction's not my cup of tea, but I'm sorry to offend you on that, but you know, you probably like them, but you know, people love them. Live at the Apollo's coming out tonight, so obviously this is going to be too late to say that for the interview. But yeah, Live at the Apollo, I've just done for BBC One. I headlined an episode of that. My second Live at the Apollo. This DVD, I've got a couple of TV shows that are out in November. So a lot of stuff's going on. Got a new show on TV next year, which I can't really announce yet because it hasn't gone to press, which is with another bunch of comics. And keep on watching my Facebook because people are going to get taken out. That's the most exciting part. There's no commissioner on my Facebook, so it's raw and uncut.